Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap for Monday, June 2nd reveals Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, makes efforts to stop Luna Nozawa's, Lisa Yamada, revenge. Also, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, makes a promise to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, warns John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan. At Sheila's, she encourages Luna to make the most of her second chance. Luna insists that they are entitled to the same things as everyone else. The only obstacle preventing them from having lives with Finn is Steffy. Once Sheila steps out, Luna takes the opportunity to leave a message for Finn, expressing her deep love for him. When Sheila comes back, she tells Luna that she must come to terms with the situation. Luna is convinced that Sheila hasn't done so. Sheila reminisces about the bond they shared and her feeling that he was willing to give her a chance. Holding her grandson, even for just a moment, felt like a healing for her heart. Luna argues the moment was fleeting due to Steffy and reassures her grandmother that she deserves love. As long as Steffy's in Finn's life, they will never have a chance with him. With a smile, she encourages Sheila to envision how amazing a world without Steffy could be. They could lead a normal life. Sheila is resolute in her commitment to prove herself gradually. Luna highlights that she saved Kelly Spencer's, Sophia Paris McKinley, life, yet Steffy still harbors animosity towards her. Is she destined to spend her life trying to prove her worth when Steffy will never accept her? Must they alter themselves to satisfy her? Sheila confesses that she would do anything to cultivate a relationship with the extraordinary Finn, and it pains her deeply to be apart from him. Sheila demands Luna stay away from Steffy, but she shows up at the Cliff House. Anyway, Luna claims that only Steffy would compel her to prove her worth. Both of them have been set up for failure. Steffy hates them, so they must eliminate this danger. Sheila fears Luna might act in a way she will regret, and Luna pleads with her not to send her away. She insists that Sheila has infiltrated Steffy's thoughts. Sheila reiterates that Finn does not want her and she must come to terms with it. Luna must leave. Later, Sheila comes back to the apartment and finds that Luna is missing. She hopes she left. Meanwhile, at the Cliff House, Steffy is taken aback when she sees Luna standing there. "You're not going anywhere, Steffy," Luna declares. Previously, at the Cliff House, Liam expresses his gratitude to Steffy once more for allowing him to stay there. When she inquires if he needs anything, he replies that he needs to concentrate on something else, specifically her. He worries about the safety of her and Kelly with Luna still out there. She reassures him that Finn is aware Luna cannot be part of their lives. They discuss how she often manipulates men, mentioning how even Bill acted foolishly for her. Steffy feels like she's constantly looking over her shoulder, anticipating Luna's next move. Steffy doesn't want him to be anxious or stressed about this situation, then asks if he has a bucket list. "I think I'm kinda doing it," he responds. What he desires is to see her, Hope, and the girls, and makes an effort to remember all the small moments. With a sniffle, Steffy says they will never let him go. He requests her help in ensuring the girls remember him, and she assures him that he will always be a part of them. Liam's main concern is their safety, security, and happiness. She promises that they will be. In his office, Finn reflects on Luna and his life until Lee interrupts him. She suspects he has something on his mind, likely about Luna. When he admits, he feels guilty. She brushes it off as silly. He can't stop thinking about how different Luna's life might have been if he had been part of it. They argue about this, and she tells him she's proud of him, but dwelling on what could have been is pointless. Luna cannot be excused and has no place in his life. Finn understands and promises to protect his wife from Luna. His mom is concerned that Luna isn't getting the message and warns him to be very very careful. The sun rose over the shimmering Los Angeles skyline, but for the Forresters, Spencers, and Logans, it felt more like a fog of uncertainty was rolling in. Monday's episode crackled with tension, desperate promises, and shocking revelations. As Sheila's efforts reached new heights, Steffy made a solemn vow, and Lee issued a warning that could change everything. Sheila's efforts, a calculated push for redemption. Sheila. Carter stood in the dimly lit living room of Deacon Sharp's apartment, her green eyes glinting with a mixture of defiance and hope. She had been out of prison for weeks now, but the battle to prove she had changed was far from over. Deacon poured her a cup of coffee, his brow furrowed in concern. "You sure you're ready for this, Sheila?" he asked, his voice low and skeptical. "You know how Steffy and Finn feel about you." Sheila drew in a shaky breath. "I have to try, Deacon. I need to show Finn that I'm not the monster they think I am. I need my family, and I won't stop until they understand that." Her determination was palpable. She had made progress, slowly, carefully, staying out of trouble, attending therapy sessions, even volunteering at a local animal shelter. But it wasn't enough for Steffy. Steffy still saw her as the woman who shot Finn and nearly ended his life, as the mother-in-law who had caused nothing but chaos. Sheila's mind was racing as she clutched a small gift bag. Inside was a photo album she had spent hours putting together. Pictures of Finn as a baby, memories of the son she lost and the man she so desperately wanted to be part of. She would give it to Finn, she decided, and hope it touched his heart. Steffy's promise. A vow to protect her family. Meanwhile, at the Cliff House, Steffy was pacing like a caged tiger. Her turquoise robe fluttered around her as she moved back and forth, anxiety etched into every line of her face. She paused to gaze at a framed photo of her and Finn on their wedding day, the joy in their eyes a sharp contrast to the fear she now felt. Finn watched her from the kitchen, his brow furrowed with concern. "Steffy, you can't keep this up," he said gently. "You're wearing yourself out." She turned to him, her voice trembling with the force of her emotions. "I can't help it, Finn. Sheila is out there. She's always lurking, always waiting for a chance to pounce. I'm not going to let her near you or the kids." Finn walked over, taking her hands in his. "I know you're scared, but I promise I'm not going to let her get between us. She's not going to hurt us again." Steffy's eyes brimmed with tears. "I need to protect you, Finn. I need to protect our family. That's my promise to you. I will do whatever it takes to keep us safe." Finn cupped her face in his hands, kissing her forehead. "We'll do it together, Steffy. We'll keep our family safe." But even as he spoke, they both knew the threat Sheila posed wasn't going to fade so easily. Lee's warning, a mother's intuition. Across town at the hospital, Dr. Lee Finnegan was finishing her rounds when she received a call. From Jack, Finn's father. His voice was tight with worry. "Lee, have you heard anything new about Sheila?" he asked. Lee pressed her lips together, her expression hardening. "Not yet. But I have a bad feeling, Jack. Sheila is like a snake. She slithers her way in when you least expect it," Jack sighed. "Finn thinks she might be changing." "Sheila will never change," Lee snapped, her voice steel. "She's dangerous, and I won't let her ruin Finn's life again. He's my son. I'm going to protect him, no matter what it takes." After ending the call, Lee stared out the window, her mind racing. She had survived so much, being kidnapped by Sheila, nearly losing her son. She wouldn't let that happen again. She needed to warn Steffy and Finn, to remind them that Sheila's efforts to prove her innocence were nothing more than a performance. A surprise visit. Back at Deacon's apartment, Sheila clutched the photo album, her knuckles white. "I'm going to see him," she said firmly. Deacon sighed. "Sheila, you need to be careful. If you push too hard, I'm his mother," Sheila shot back, her voice cracking. I have a right to see him, to tell him how I feel. Deacon didn't argue further, knowing it was pointless. Sheila was determined, and nothing would stop her. Sheila left, the gift bag swinging at her side like a talisman. She drove through the winding streets of Beverly Hills, her heart hammering in her chest. She was going to the Cliff House to see Finn, to plead her case and hope for a miracle. Tensions rise at the Cliff House. At the Cliff House, Steffy had just put Kelly and Hayes down for a nap when she heard a knock at the door. She frowned, exchanging a wary glance with Finn. "Who could that be?" she asked. Finn shrugged. "Maybe it's my mom checking in." But as Steffy opened the door, her blood ran cold. There stood Sheila, her eyes wide with hope, the gift bag clutched to her chest. "Steffy," Sheila said softly, "please. I just want to talk to Finn." Steffy's jaw tightened. "You need to leave, Sheila. You're not welcome here." Finn stepped forward, his expression conflicted. "Mom, what are you doing here?" "I brought you something," Sheila said quickly, her voice trembling. She held out the gift bag. "Please, Finn, just give me 5 minutes." Steffy crossed her arms over her chest. "No, absolutely not. Finn, she can't be here. She's manipulating you." Finn looked at the bag, then at Sheila. "What's in there?" Sheila's eyes flickered with desperation. "It's memories of you, of us. Please, just take it." Steffy reached out, snatching the bag from Sheila's hands. She opened it and pulled out the photo album, her face hard. "This doesn't change anything, Sheila. You're not part of this family." Finn took the album from Steffy's hands, his brow furrowing as he flipped through the pages. Baby pictures of himself, moments he had never seen before. Somehow they touched a tender place in his heart. "Sheila," he said quietly, "I don't know if I can ever trust you, but thank you for this." Sheila's eyes shone with unshed tears. "That's all I want, Finn. A chance. Just a chance." Steffy stepped between them, her expression like ice. "You need to leave, Sheila. Now." Sheila's shoulders slumped, but she nodded. "Okay, I understand. I just wanted you to see." As she turned to leave, she met Finn's gaze one last time. "I love you, my son. I always will." Finn watched her go, his heart heavy with conflict. He knew he shouldn't let her in, but he couldn't deny the flicker of longing he felt. Steffy saw it too, saw the vulnerability in his eyes, and her resolve only grew stronger. Lee's arrival. A mother's fury. Moments after Sheila left, Lee arrived at the Cliff House, her face tight with worry. "I saw her car," she said without preamble. "She was here, wasn't she?" Steffy nodded grimly. "She showed up with this." She handed Lee the album. Lee flipped through it, her lips pressed into a thin line. "This is how she operates. She preys on your emotions. Finn, you cannot let her manipulate you." "I know, Mom," Finn said wearily. "I know." Lee took his hands in hers. "I almost lost you once because of her. I won't let it happen again." Steffy nodded, her voice firm. "Neither will I." Sheila's determination, a glimmer of hope. As Sheila drove away, tears streamed down her face. She had tried, but Steffy's wall was impenetrable. Still, she refused to give up. She clutched the steering wheel, her mind spinning with determination. "I'll find another way," she whispered to herself. "I have to. Finn is my son, and he will see the truth. One day." Hope and desperation, back at the Cliff House, Steffy and Finn sat in silence. The weight of Sheila's visit hung heavy between them. "I'm sorry, Finn," Steffy said softly. "I know you're torn, but I can't let her hurt us again." Finn rested his head in his hands. "I don't want to hurt you, Steffy, but seeing those photos, it's hard to shut her out completely." Steffy put her hand on his back, her eyes fierce. Sheila doesn't get to rewrite history. She can't erase what she did. Finn nodded, though his eyes were clouded. I know, but she's still my biological mother. It's complicated. Steffi's voice was firm. I don't care who she is to you, Finn. She's a threat, and I promise you, I will protect our family from her, no matter what. A storm. Brewing as. The episode drew to a close. The camera panned out over the Pacific Ocean, waves crashing against the cliffs in a powerful rhythm. The promise of Steffi's protection, the warning in Lee's eyes, and the determination in Sheila's heart all converged in a storm that threatened to explode. For the Forresters, the Spencers, and everyone caught in Sheila's web, the battle, lines were drawn. And though the day ended in tense silence, one thing was certain: this was only the beginning. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.